And welcome to another episode of Chris Sees the Internet. I'm your host, Kelsey Ray. You can call me Chris. My co-host extraordinaire, worldly man, one of the most interesting people on the planet. It's Mike Mackey.
Nice to see you guys, everybody.
Mike, you seem last time we saw you. Maybe you can share with the people a little bit about where we saw you. What you were doing. You have a little bit of explaining to do.
Well, as you know, I was on the trail of a hot lead about President Trump's real hair, his construction genetic makeup. Let's get into the bottom of that story, but I was pulled off of that in an urgent journalistic matter. There's some urgent news last week that broke that Kim Jong-un is unfortunately in a coma, and there could be a power grab or some kind of political shakeup here in North Korea. So I decided to just come on into North Korea and get to the bottom of all this and get some answers straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. I get you. So you're deep in North Korea at this moment. I feel like
it's pretty nice.
This is your is this your disguise that you're wearing? Is this what you wore there? You seem to be out in the open.
Yeah, actually, interestingly enough, unfortunately they have a lack of internet service here. So, I stumbled upon what looks like to be a parade, a missile parade. I believe they're launching a satellite into orbit. So, I kind of hung around the satellite as it's being paraded around the countryside right now, and the courtside, and luckily enough, I have great internet near it, so I'm just gonna hang out here. It's actually pretty easy, all things considered.
Wow.
To get in here, the DMZ is notoriously known for
high security,
one of the most dangerous places in America. But I mean, in all actuality, it was nothing more than like training for a triathlon. I was able to maneuver through the sand dunes. The moat was fairly easy, and then it was just a matter of scaling an 18-foot fence with barbed wire.
Wow.
And, that's just literally not a challenge for a man of my stature.
Right.
So, I just kind of stroll right in. I watch a lot of Ninja Warriors, so I've been training.
So, what are you there to find out? What are you...
Well, we're going to get to the bottom of this Kim Jong-un situation.
Yes. He's allegedly in a coma, right?
Yeah.
His sister is allegedly taking over. This is something that concerns you. You want to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. Now that I snuck into North Korea, I think this is the right time. Looks like the stars are meeting here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this Kim Jong-un story. See if I can maybe visit his hospital bed. Give him a little bedside manner. Maybe even.
Oh wow! Wow, you're really, really trying to go deep. Now I wanted to, if you don't mind, I wanted to get a little bit into a story that we had to cut it a little short.
Mm-hmm.
You were originally looking for, and I'm going to admit that this was kind of concerning to us here back in the studio. You were looking for some evidence about one Mr. Miyagi. And I know now that you may have found out some new evidence that kind of changed how that story would go.
Yeah. Here at Chris Sees the Internet, as you know, journalistic integrity is our, number one priority.
Yes.
And, as the great George W. Bush said, fool me once, shame on me. I can't get fooled again. And, unfortunately, right. I was, I laid prey to a hoax, as they like to say. I was led in, misleading information from my sources, and it turns out my sources were, in fact, not credible, as I was led to believe.
Right.
It turns out that Mr. Miyagi is actually just a fictional character, and that he's actually played by an actor named Pat Morita, who's a wonderful gentleman, and
not evil at all.
Distinguished veteran.
Right.
So, yes, here at Chris Sees the Internet, we want to make sure we fact check the news, and this one caught right through the net. But unfortunately, we were able to catch it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we're gonna have to retract that story. That Mr. Miyagi was in fact part of the Yakuza. So
right. In fact, he was. And so, just to reiterate, Mr. Miyagi was not a part of the Yakuza. Apparently,
No,
in
he's
fact,
actually a fictional character.
yeah, he's not even a real guy. So, it's unfortunate that we spent that much money to get you out there. But hey, these things happen. Seems like a large amount of money to be spent for a story, but obviously, as you know, heads roll.
Go out to the Morita family.
Yeah, heads rolled. People paid for that. Some people are no longer working for Chris Sees the Internet. That is not to. I don't want you guys to go down the rabbit hole and think that that might be producer Eddie because he's not here today. That was not producer Eddie, but producer Eddie did fire those people. Once again, breaking news right here on Chris Sees the Internet. Pat Morita, a real person. Mr. Miyagi, not.
A fictional character.
Yeah, okay. Well, but it gives you time to move on to this story that's really really taking the world by storm. Kim Yo Jong is the sister that people think may now, in fact, be the person in charge of North Korea and all of their missiles. She seems to be the vibe it gives me, Mike, is as if it seems like she's the big sister. It feels like, and she seems a little more serious. I've heard a little meaner. She's in charge of some of the jailing systems there in North Korea.
Yeah.
And enjoys her job very much so, apparently.
Yeah, and I would like to say in simpler, a total fox like that definitely needs to be consoled and see where she's at emotionally.
I got you
with this whole thing.
I got you.
And I know at the hospital, I believe it's friends and family. So the Oons and the Ills, a very close relationship here, especially being in the international community. So I'm gonna go see if I can talk to Kim Yo and see where we go from there. See if she needs a shoulder to cry on.
I feel like there isn't a part of this planet that you, Mr. Mackey, have not been able to infiltrate. Once again, stellar work deep inside of North Korea. Let's go ahead and get. Do you think you can move over a little bit and let's get a look at what's going on there right now?
I believe they're.
Those are missiles.
The missile parade. It's a little warm down here, but I believe they have a working satellite that they're about to launch into orbit. So, it's kind of a kill two birds with one stone. I'm grateful for the stellar internet that provides, and while I'm here with excellent conditions, I'm going to continue to try to get to the bottom.
Are you afraid for your life? Now, I know they don't treat spies too much. Obviously, I'm sure they might not have wanted us to show the missiles. But how do you feel? Has your life been threatened?
They always say that hindsight is 20/20. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have stood in front of the thermonuclear missiles.
Sure.
But being in this close proximity to the satellite, I couldn't turn down that opportunity. The cell service here, unfortunately, is a little spotty.
Sure.
And just having to stroll in like I did. I didn't want to have to go back to South Korea.
Yeah.
Do a little shopping and then come return. I want to make sure I get to the bottom of the story in a timely fashion.
Okay.
As well.
Well, I'm glad you're doing okay. Again, little concerned about more radiation. You've had some issues with this in the past, more radiation, but it seems like you're handling it okay. If you feel again, remember what is the sign? If you breathe blood, call 911.
Yeah. That's
okay.
It. And,
all right. So make sure.
I'm very thankful for the Geiger counter.
Yes.
That provided in our.
Come on, dude. We spare no expense. Now, look, we've been covering this story, one that's obviously near and dear to our heart here at Chris Sees the Internet. Britney Spears, if you don't know, I can't see how you couldn't know.
Yeah.
Is
page news right here.
Fighting for conservatorship. Super important story. Looking for freedom, true freedom here in America. Britney Spears, and has been unable to get that. She took her dad to court again, trying to challenge the conservatorship. Well, just this morning, Jamie Lynn, her sister, Britney Spears, often called Little Britney, is now Can you believe this, Mike? She has been named the trustee of the
Yeah, this is
conservatorship. How is this possible?
this story just keeps taking twists and turns here. I mean, hit me, baby, one more time. Just the turns just keep coming, and the twists, and it's very compelling and invigorating.
Yeah, man, it's
I wonder what's going to happen here. I mean, as we know that her little sister is a little more versed with the financials. Maybe she could have a sympathetic ear, being the baby of the family,
yeah.
to the father. Talk some sense into to Jamie, and see if we can get big sister out of the big house.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping that she's an ally. I don't know if she is trustworthy, but it seems though that there could be a little bit of concern that she might just be furthering the cause of her dad. It says the documents don't explain when the changes would have taken place and if they'd go into effect before or after Brittany's death. The new docs regarding Jamie Lynn's involvement in her sister's fiance's her sister's finances come amid Brittany's conservatorship battle with her father. Yeah, man, just another. It seems like breaking story after story. I don't know what to say.
I mean, this story is worthy of a Hollywood crime thriller. The way it has so many twists and turns. I'm waiting patiently for the reveal here at the end. I wonder if it's going to
how
have
this
a
is
happy
all
ending
going to
like
turn
we've
out.
seen.
Yeah. We're gonna see. Wouldn't it be something if Jamie Lynn is actually Brittany's daughter from a previous relationship when she was young? Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah, let's. I mean,
Wouldn't
I can
mind getting
see
to
it,
the
right?
bottom of that.
You can see. You're looking at that, right? That
Yeah, I
seems
mean, I have a
like that
close
could be.
relationship with Brit, but
Yes.
as far as little Brit Junior,
nothing, huh?
Yeah, we're not as simpatico as me and Brittany are. So would be nice to get to know her sister a little bit better. Maybe even get to the bottom of suspicions of that nature.
Yeah, I'm hoping that hoping something breaks soon, man. Man, there is some craziness going.
Cell, huh?
Oh yes, for sure. I feel like Chrissy's the internet is here just in time for all of you. We know that it's a crazy time, but things are happening. We're on top of it. We're going to be bringing you the stories. We have the election coming up. The national convention is underway. Third night for the Republicans. There's a lot of crazy talk going on there, Mike. There's a lot of crazy talk, and we need to understand what's going on with these Republicans. Now, here's one of the scary things to me. QAnon, right? Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, I believe it's pronounced Quanon.
Quinoon,
yeah,
yes, Quinon.
I believe that's his name. Quanon. It's looking like that's the ear to the streets right now, and
it seems like it, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Mike. I don't want you to. I know we got a little ways before the election. I don't want you to go too far into these conspiracy theories, man. I've been hearing some bad things about this place. I just want you to, maybe not follow everything they're saying, but
Yeah, I call him Q for short. Conan. He's seems like he's a hit brother, and he seems like he's got his ear to the street. So
yeah, I think it's. I want to say it's QAnon, but you're saying it's a guy actually named Quinon.
Yeah, it's Conan. I believe it's pronounced Conan.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Hey, you learn something new every day. But so Trump has obviously voiced his opinions about this. He said that he heard they're really good people, and they like him a lot, of course. There's claims, though, that Q, or as you like to call him, Quanon, is actually on the inside of politics, deep down embedded, much like yourself. And that's why I was asking if you knew anything about this. Maybe you've seen this individual undercover while you're
Fortunately,
working?
we haven't run across paths yet. As journalistic contemporaries.
Yeah,
But it's widely known that Conan's findings. He's got an ear to the street. And
got
from
you.
what we understand, he's hip to the scene, and it's something to
I'm worried about the
take a look.
trustworthiness, Mike, and the fact that we just had that story that didn't go too well for us recently
Hmm.
with the Mr. Miyagi thing.
Yeah,
I just don't want you going down another path that
yeah,
we can't get back from. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. I'm hoping for the best.
yeah. We are too. From where it sound like he's a good kid.
Okay,
He's keeping his nose clean.
right.
So hopefully,
Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy, apparently.
yeah,
Okay,
not too much yellow journalism. I'm hearing coming out from him.
right.
It's a lot of fact checking and
Just, just,
precise
just the
reporting.
facts. Okay. Well, we'll be watching that. Like I said, I don't want you to get too tempted over these next few weeks, but just be careful. We got a hurricane, man. I hope people have gotten out of the way of this hurricane.
Hmm.
Before we were coming on air, Mike, I was watching,
Yeah,
regular people news,
yeah.
the boring news, but they were saying, indeed, they were thinking 150 miles per hour for the winds.
Oh
Indeed,
wow.
they had reached over 214 miles per hour
Oh
reported
wow.
winds. Literally one of the largest storm surges in the history of the country.
Oh
Um,
wow.
as you see there, 30 miles inland, they're expecting that this storm comes in, and allegedly, apparently, the city officials around New Orleans, Lake Charles,
Hmm.
Houston, have said that, of course, there are people who've decided to stay.
Yeah.
Now we're talking Lake Charles specifically, between Houston and New Orleans. This is not an exaggeration. Lake
Mhm.
Charles specifically will be completely underwater,
Oh my goodness.
and they're saying that this is a map changing hurricane, and it is not a survival hurricane at all. There will be no survivors from this hurricane if caught in the middle of this. It's very concerning. You can see how huge that is. I mean, you're talking,
Yeah.
3 states right there getting affected
It's
by this.
easily bigger than Mel's Hole.
Very, very, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
close, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this could fill Mel's Hole at the drop of a dime, though. I
Hmm.
hear you on that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be Galveston, Houston, Beaumont, Lake Charles, New Orleans, Little Rock, Nashville. I hope you guys are doing safe. I hope that you guys
Yeah.
get out of the way of this thing. But man, is this crazy or what?
That's
This is.
crazy.
Here's the
Fortunate
thing. We
to not
got.
get that kind of weather.
Yeah, this is happening during this crazy time is
Yeah. It's
what's
just
interesting about that. I mean, look at that map there. It's 10 feet, 20 feet, 8 to 12 feet, 4 to 7 feet, 2 to 4
goodness.
feet, 6 to 9 feet, 3 to 5 feet. Now, if you're not familiar with the areas in this part of the country, they
Hmm.
are, from what I'm seeing, some of them no more than 3 feet above sea
Sea
level.
level. Yeah.
So that's a really, really scary thing. I mean, we're talking 30 miles in,
Yeah.
we'll be underwater. What is this going to do to the? I mean, it's hitting a huge part of the country. Um, Scary times, man. Scary times.
Yeah. Man.
Our prayers go out to
Yeah.
the people in the way of Hurricane
And
Laura.
Laura.
You
She's
bitch,
got the real
Laura.
B, right?
She
The real
really
B
is,
over here.
man. I don't. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to punch her
Sounds
right
like a
in the
Laura
nose.
kind of
Excuse
move,
me.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Doesn't it? Yeah.
I'd like to punch her in the nose, and I want to excuse me for saying so, but
Yeah.
it just is that way. I think
No
she.
offense to the Lauras out there in the audience, but
No offense whatsoever, but I feel like Hurricane
it's a
Laura needs
very
to be
Laura
punched
move.
right in the nose,
Yeah.
right in the nose. I don't like
Can't
it
take
one
your
bit.
shit anymore, Laura.
No, no. But yeah. Well, so what do you think, man? You're there. It's coming.
Hmm.
Um, what do you think about people staying there? Is that crazy?
I can almost sympathize with their mindset here. I mean, especially during this heat wave that we're experiencing right now.
Yeah.
Hurricane conditions almost seem pleasant in that regard. But it's a very scary situation, and our prayers and our thoughts are with everyone. I hope everyone can get out of there safely, and their families can get out safely, and especially during a time of COVID and such uncertain times that we're living in currently.
Yeah, man. Check this out. I don't know if you saw this again. Today's game, a game 5 against the Orlando Magic, the Milwaukee Bucks did a historic thing and volunteered to forfeit the game
Oh yeah.
and completely walked out. Luckily for you, basketball fans, they are not going to be put down as a forfeit. They will be rescheduled. The game 5, in fact, all game 5s will be canceled. But set off by the Milwaukee Bucks. Bravo to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Finally using their platform for a hell of a thing. I don't know why people hadn't thought about this before. But they can't have the game and they can't sell the tickets without the players. And it seems like the players are putting up a great fight.
It looks like the buck stops with them.
The buck stops with the Bucks. Out of respects for Jacob Blake, obviously we know about the shooting that's still unraveling. The story's still unraveling on there, but really bad out there, man. But it was cool. Really cool to see the Milwaukee Bucks really step up, and they just said, "Fuck it, we're not gonna play." This isn't. It's not a time to be concentrating on basketball, and I think they're right now. They're calling for Tucker Carlson, who has had many things to say about us. Over there at Fox, he's talked about Chris sees the internet as if we are not a real news organization. I tell you, Tucker, you are not real news.
Yeah.
You are the fake news.
And how many news agencies have the integrity to admit when their news reporting has been infactuous?
Absolutely. If we could have had Pat Morita on the show, he would have been on the show and we would have explained it to him.
Yes. Hear it from the horse's mouth. But can't be 100% right. Hindsight, it's always 2020.
Yeah.
We learn from our mistakes here at Chrissy's Internet.
People are
only
true.
Once, say like I
said. This is what he said. He said, "How shocked are we that 17-year-olds with rifles decided they had to maintain order when no one else would?" Now, I don't know if you know what this is. It's this young man in Kenosha was arrested. This actually happened today. He shot 2 individuals, and his claim was that he was protecting the properties of the community. Obviously, not the best way to go about this. That's an understatement. He was 17, though, in fact, and was armed with multiple rifles. And Tucker Carlson said that he had to do it because if he didn't do it, who else would? Tucker Carlson. I'm trying to maintain my cool here, Mike. Mr. Carlson, I'm telling you right now, if you'd like to fight us in fisticuffs, I will meet you wherever it is. I'm tired of you shredding this thing that we call media and making a mockery out of it. This is not a mockery. This is a republic of the free. Mr. Carlson, I challenge you in a battle of wills, wit, and strengths. Fisticuffs. You, me, name the place. There, we put it out there, Mike. We put it out there.
It's very brave of you.
Thank you, man.
Something that we've, stood up to inaccuracies and this kind of, false reporting. And,
they're making us all look bad, Mike. They're making us look bad.
Unfortunately, there's no way that you should advocate. Where's his parents? Where is he?
He needs a spanking in the butt is what that young man needs right now. I'll tell you that. I'll give him a good talking to.
17-year-old.
Yeah.
That's correct.
There's no place for a 17-year-old with a bunch of guns. Because then 17-year-olds make mistakes like 17-year-olds do and think that...
He's clearly not, they're not in legal possession. He's
not in legal possession.
He's breaking all the rules already.
And this idiot, Tucker Carlson, runs the story as if he's a hero. He should be celebrated. Oh man, he should be on restriction till he's
Mm-hmm.
19, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, who's taking over his conservatorship? You know.
Exactly. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Mike. What a way to bring it home with that, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, this kid's out here running free with guns, and Brittany can't leave her house.
Yeah. Brittany's got to give us, coded messages.
Yeah, this guy's letting shots off
It's letting shots
like
off.
it's the middle of the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I get worked up about this stuff.
I understand, it's understandable.
I don't like
It's
these guys
completely,
making fun of this news that we
Yeah.
cover.
I agree.
We're out here. You're out there risking your life in North
Mhm.
Korea, and this guy's over here lollygagging with 17-year-olds. Come on.
I agree. It looks like summertime's over. I believe the fall semester has started. A young man should be at home studying, for this test tomorrow instead of out there playing G.I. Joe.
Instead of
in my
playing
opinion.
G.I. Joe like an idiot, by the
Yeah.
way. Yeah, obviously, he didn't know how to do anything. This guy's hurting people out there. That's
Yeah.
not what we need. We don't need more of that.
He needs some guidance.
Yes, we do need that. So I'm seeing, man, there's so much news about this. Are you nervous about this? The election's coming up, my friend. And I know we're going to be covering it. We're going to have some special shows.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we'd like to announce to our listeners and to our viewers is the team is expanding. We are currently on the search. If this is you, make yourself known. Show yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We here at Chris Sees the Internet are looking for correspondents who we can zoom in on some calls from around the world. It doesn't matter where you're at, what country you're in. We want to know what's going on there in your homeland. And trust me, with the experience that me and Mike have, I'm sure we can make it better.
Yeah.
I mean, we have filled holes. We have
Exactly.
dug holes.
As a global entity, that Chris Sees the Internet, we're a global partnership at this point. And, unfortunately, I can't be everywhere on the planet at once.
No
we're
way.
going to need some correspondents that are deep embedded into some of these hot zones to give us their 2 cents, to give us their firsthand accounts of exactly what's going on the streets, what's going on the ground floor, because that's the way that you're going to get this accurate reporting. It's like this Pat Morita story.
Yeah.
We're looking to minimize inaccuracies, and we want to give you 100% real news.
Once again,
all the time.
for people who didn't know, Pat Morita is actually a real person.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi is not a real person, and I don't know how we got that mixed up. Yes, but we're out here. We're looking for you, possibly, if that is, if you are someone who follows the internet like we do, dives into the important stories. Let's do that. Also, new feature, a brand new feature on the show starting today is we're going to be playing music right out of the Platform Collection world. You can catch us over at platformcollection.com. They're the ones who keep the lights on. And they're the ones who are pushing true news like we do here. They're the only ones doing that. They're the only ones smart enough, I'd like to say, even though some people say it wasn't the best investment in our show. I think Platform Collection made some great decisions and brought us in. Obviously, they're at the cutting edge and they're not afraid. So we're going to be playing music right out of Platform Collection. And we're going to go check. In fact, why don't we head over there right now on the internet and we'll see where it takes us. All right. So right here, we're on the front page of Platform Collection. If this is the first time visiting this place with us right now, welcome. You are welcomed. This is our home. This is where we have a lot of cool stuff. That's my other show there, Crappy Awesome. You can check that out. But I think we're gonna go ahead and search around Ralph Quasar, Kali out there. That's on there right now. Let's go ahead and check out this Visionaries video. Shout out to 2Mex for sending this over. He is a member of the Visionaries, a staple of LA hip hop. This was a pretty cool concept. Let's go ahead and give the people some Visionaries.
Hold on, just trying to get my camera set.
Really cool idea. They set up their phones.
Kids are here, if you can't hear them.
Hey, what's cracking, fellas?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
What's up with the song? You want to hear it? Let's do it. Let's practice
For
it.
sure, let's knock it out.
Practice it. Yeah. Let's rock it.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Since 95? That's 1995. Some of y'all live in the 19s. It's okay though. The uncles are here. Hey, that blessed love sound exists. Thank God.
And that's Key Cool and Redomatic.
If you know what time it is, timeless, minus the mindless, regardless of your vices.
That's an amazing video.
It's
amazing concept, you know. It's wholesome.
Yeah, really cool.
Creatively creative, you know.
But he don't even have a license when he's driving through
Beats
this crisis.
is crazy, you know. Amazing.
So guys, this is the kind of stuff you get over at Platform Collection. Go there. If you didn't know about the Visionaries, now you do. They are an LA staple, been around for a long time. They're like our uncles in hip-hop. Shout out to 2Mex, member of the Visionaries, Key Cool, for putting this together. So go over to PlatformCollection.com.
Not quality releases like this, you know.
Quality releases there. That's the song of the day. Visionaries put it together. You can find it right now at PlatformCollection.com. Go there. Check out all the music there. Shout out to Enz. Enz got a song over there. Day Fade, TR3, Gavlin, Notice Young, Kali. So go check it out, guys. Man.
Nemi there, yeah. Shout out to Nemi.
Shout out to Nemi. This thing is happening, man. The RNC is going on. Pence is talking, so we don't need to listen, probably. Yeah, man, I feel like this election is nowhere near won on either side. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's interesting. The placements right now. You know, it's going to be interesting once the conventions are over. You know, they can start tallying up kind of the victories and some of the defeats here. You know, it's very close. My observation. They both putting on a show here.
Seems like they're really really ringing all the bells, huh?
Yeah.
Mike Pence, Kamala Harris obviously Mike Pence might have her, you know, I'm not sure what stature he is, how big of a guy he is, but in a fisticuffs challenge, much like I'm going to have with Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins that? Vice President Mike Pence or Kamala Harris?
I believe Mike Pence is much like the Tin Man in Wizard of Oz.
Nothing hurts him.
So, no, he's going to need oil, you know, every so often to stay lubricated and to stay, functional. Kamala Harris seems like a wildcat, real cougar, if you will. And I don't have a problem seeing her mauling Mike Pence.
So you think you think she could probably take him?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, let's see how big
Seems
this
like
dude
she was
is.
a good leopard. You know, so just that kind of.
That's true. It's very true. And she hung out with a bunch of cops. So.
So she probably has a lot of tactics she's learned.
She has some tactics, right? Or some really, or she doesn't know. Yeah, or she doesn't know any. How is Mike? Let's see. Mike Pence is. Oops. Is how tall? Internet. 5'10".
Yeah. I mean, but Mike Pence is also a silver fox here. You know, foxes are elusive. You know, elusive creatures.
I don't know, man. He doesn't look too nimble.
Doesn't look too nimble. That's why I'm thinking that he's going to need a little lubrication, some of the joints. You know, he's going to do a vigorating stretching routine.
He definitely has a Frozen vibe to him.
Yeah.
You look at his still pictures, and it is as if you were looking at him, just interacting normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And you know, he has just a wide variety too of fashion sense. You know, blue suit,
right?
Red tie. You know,
blue suit, blue tie.
Blue tie. Yeah.
He mixes it up. he blazes his own path, as I like to say.
Yeah, he's a trendsetter on the political.
He's a
fashion
trendsetter.
trail.
Yeah, so we're watching him. We're trying to call this right down the middle, guys. We're not trying to lean towards one direction or another. I know you heard me talking about Mr. Tucker Carlson earlier. That's a personal thing. Has nothing to do with him being a supporter of the Republicans. It just has to do with him going too far and someone having to put an end to it. And that's this guy right here, me.
Yeah.
But so Pence, Kamala Harris. I think Kamala Harris, I can't imagine that she doesn't rout him on a debate. I've yet to, do you know any Mike Pence speech that is a memorable one? Do you have one?
I think especially if Kamala Harris, she starts clapping in between words.
It's over. I could see him getting scared. Mm-hmm. Like that could really scare him. She could throw him off if she did that. She might want to think about that. Yeah, man. We are in times where I wonder if it seems right now, right, as if this was like the road to, which it is, it's the road to the elections. Looks like we're going to have a lot of speed bumps, and Christie's The Internet is going to be right there for you guys. Really trying to get to the bottom of this. But this is Wednesday. You guys know it's Wednesday. Once again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been tuning in, everybody who's been sharing. But we're looking for more people to contribute here at Christie's The Internet. Again, if you're a person that... what kind of person are we looking for, Mike?
Kind of person we're looking for, somebody who's
for a correspondent.
Somebody who's dedicated to the, has journalistic integrity. They're not going to be easily swayed by misleading information. They're going to want to be tenacious and get to the bottom of some of these hard-hitting news reports because, that type of character is what we're looking for. Some with solid integrity and journalistic tendencies.
Going after the big stories, right? Like maybe throw out some examples of stories that would maybe impress you. Like say they want to cover a story. What would impress you? How could they get Mr. Mike Mackey's attention?
We would like to see what's going on with the locust infestation in Eastern Africa.
All right, super important.
We still haven't gotten to the bottom of the Iraqi giants.
No, they're still out there. They're still out there smelling up the place.
Yeah, and whether or not they're just local, residents, and if we want to integrate them into the fold as well. I mean, they may have never even seen an episode of Christie's The Internet, so
right? Yeah.
Show the Iraqi giants, something like that for the first time. It would be,
Mike, how about an actual Iraqi giant as the correspondent? Would take that
exactly.
too, right?
We could even teach them a little bit of some camera work. Teach them how to hold a microphone. Make sure they don't break it right off the bat. Equipment is expensive.
True.
But I could see that planning out, being something that would be worthwhile for the show. Mm-hmm.
I agree, man. I agree. So, guys, if you're out there, send in your name, your ideas as a correspondent. Let us know what you can add to the show. We're all over the world. We go live 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're all over the world, go ahead and do the math. Let us know if you want to send in videos, however you want to take it. Now, Mike, I feel like you've gone ahead and moved to a new spot. I'm worried about this. Are those individuals with guns behind you?
Yeah. In retrospect, it might not have been a good idea to address Kim Yo as Yo Kim.
Yeah.
I got a little overzealous and a little over exuberant in my approach to Kim Yo. She didn't take too kindly to being catcalled from across the military parade.
Sure. So, probably inappropriate now in retrospect, right?
In
Probably
retrospect,
very inappropriate.
I should have made a left, I should have made a right, but unfortunately, now I'm in a concentration camp. Thankfully, I have still some internet that I'm siphoning off of this satellite that they have yet to launch into orbit.
Yeah.
But from what it looks like, that line of communication might be ending quite soon.
Okay.
I'm going to, if all else fails, I'm going to finish the show.
Okay.
First things first. But once that's done, then I'm going to focus on my tactical escape from this North Korean prison.
Okay, is there? Can you go ahead and move to the side and let us go ahead and get a look at where they've? Oh, that doesn't look good, Mike. That doesn't look good.
And this barbed wire, it's looking a little fortified. I gave
It's
it
a
a couple
little,
tugs, and
sure.
it's
Yeah, it
razor
looks
sharp.
real.
So,
Looks real. Uh-huh.
I got my work cut out for me, so to speak. But I'm confident that I'll be able to liberate myself from this North Korean prison.
Okay. So have you officially been charged with anything?
I don't know. I believe they said rotten hell, American Yankee, something.
Which is not a charge, so that's a positive. That's not a charge.
A lot of expletives thrown my way. At least from my, I don't speak Korean, so
Sure.
there might have been a language barrier there, but yeah, she didn't look too happy with my code of conduct, and rightfully so. I was being a little unprofessional as a journalist.
Yeah.
So
you have
my
not
apologies.
slept in over 52 hours.
Yeah, and that's most beautiful woman out here in North Korea. So
yes.
I had to
I would
shoot
agree.
my shot, as the kids like to say.
Probably not the best time to do it. You know what I mean? You're now in a North Korean jail. I feel like I'm just gonna be honest with you, Mike. I feel like I don't know if we should continue the show. I'm very concerned now that I'm not sure we're going to be able to get you out of this jail.
I'm confident that I should be okay with my training.
Oh.
And, honestly, with the metaphor "shoot my shot,"
yes,
really is kind of a bad choice of words, seeing as they have loaded AK-47s.
True.
So
true.
I'm going
Another
to,
mistake.
watch my P's and Q's in Pyongyang.
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
I think that's how it's accurately spelled.
Yes.
And hopefully I can, we'll talk to the supervisor. We'll see if we can.
A supervisor. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if we can smooth some things over.
Okay. So you're saying not to worry. Are you sure?
She doesn't seem like a Karen to me.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. Wow, Mike, this is quite the twist, as they say.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem there's like too much we can do on our side. So yeah, I guess we'll just go on with the show. I like the fact that they let you keep your mic and your headphones. That's really cool. So it's not that bad, I guess.
Yeah, they took all my food though, and all my bags and my belongings.
Got you.
Cut off my source of water and toiletries.
True.
But other than that, as long as I can continue the show,
right.
That's my.
That's the mic I like, man. That is the mic that I fell in love with. Yes. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's see if you got some time. I'd like
I'm
to
just going to fashion up a crude shank tool or something just for some self-defense in the meantime. But I'm going to finish the show.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure. Oh man, those guys look really scary behind you. By the way.
It's like $1.30 tops.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. And are you leaving there by air, or can you say? Can you say?
I'm just going to try to retrace my steps through the DMZ. It wasn't so hard swinging across the rope bridge, scaling the wall, C4 and dynamite, and avoiding all the landmines in the sandy beaches and sand dunes. So, I'm quite confident I could do that in the darkness of just with the light of the full moon. I should be fine.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I've also studied in echolocation. So, if the light fails me and if I have poor visibility, as I say, I can resort to my my echolocation training. Use sound
like
to
dolphins.
map out. Yeah, much like bats and dolphins, correct?
Wow. We're gonna have to talk about that on another show for sure. The former manager of the DoD Aerospace Threat Program, UFOs are real. Again, just something that we've known for quite some time, right? I wanted to revisit this because I feel like, do you ever feel like the government didn't say that UFOs are real the way the public is acting, right? It's almost as if they didn't say they were real, but they actually said they are real. The government
confirmed it. The disclosure of said entities. You think that would be a much larger story than it currently is. Especially the confirmation of UFOs.
It makes me angry, Mike. I gotta say, it makes me a little angry, makes me a little concerned.
I mean, you think maybe when they invent time travel, they just won't tell anybody? It's just going to be we have
I,
time travel, by the way.
yeah,
No big deal. No big
I
deal.
feel like maybe, how do we know that this isn't the aliens? This is the way they're making themselves present to us, and they kind of just subdue our minds, and we're all just like, okay, aliens, that sounds cool.
It should be amazing. I mean, honestly, I can't wait for the E-True Hollywood story.
Sure.
You know, it's going to be one of the better pieces of entertainment in our.
Yeah. And more serious news. They are risking. There's these horrible people risking dogs' lives by putting them out on surfboards.
Yeah, look at this.
Obviously, this dog
Look at this.
would never ever use that surfboard. It's far too big for him.
Where's the ASCPA? When you need them. This type of willful animal cruelty. I mean, look at that poor dog. He's taking. You can see the dog is trying to scamper off of his shoulder.
Yeah.
Man is just bringing him behind, against his goodwill. And
look at this, Mike. What dog would have would even want to go surfing? This one's wearing glasses. He's wearing glasses.
Look at this. We're trying to humanize these poor animals, and these poor dogs. They're to be mistreated in such a way. I don't see they're having to wear an extra coat of wet fur.
Right.
They have their own wetsuit, and
have you ever gotten sand in your shorts, Mike?
Yeah,
Can you imagine it just being all over your body? I mean, look at this poor guy. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I know that you're a big advocate on this, but and also I don't know if you saw this. This is a bull. I feel like cut from your same cloth.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, this bull chased away these firefighters who were trying to fight this fight. He was not having it, which leads me to think that he might have started it. I hope they investigated that. Those guys can't be trusted at all. Very horny, and you got to watch them. Yeah, but I thought that was really cool. Other than that, man, it's been a slow news week. We're just kind of waiting. There it is again, like another ripoff from you, man. People trying to get to the bottom of that hair thing.
Yeah, they take my hard-hitting reporting, and they try to get the scoop before us. But it's on record.
There's no way. Cotton candy? Yes. Did you ever come to the bottom of that?
It's leaning towards that might be the actual substance of his hair.
Okay, cool. We had to put it on the back burner, and it looks like we're probably going to have to put it on the back burner a little longer now that you're where you're at. So...
I mean, but once I escaped from this North Korean prison and concentration camp, that I just learned. It's actually it's a dual prison concentration work camp.
What do they do there? They make you study. What is it? Concentration. What do we?
Like hard labor. I don't really know what that really entails. If it's anything like my younger years on the farm, it should be. It shouldn't be too hard. A little manual labor never really hurt anybody.
Yeah. NASA investigates mysterious South Atlantic anomaly. I don't know if you've seen this. I found this pretty interesting. I
was just there.
Yeah, there's this weird anomaly happening over Antarctica, or the South Atlantic. So it's actually reaching both poles. And let's see what they say here. Scientists at NASA are investigating the mysterious South Atlantic anomaly, a region of weakness in the Earth's magnetic field that is growing in size, man.
Oh, that's very interesting.
It's literally growing in size. That sounds pretty scary.
Yeah.
Over the past 5 years, they've been watching this thing, and they said it's spread considerably, almost as if it has a mind of its own.
Well, I believe in the late 18th century, there was a recorded pole shift or a ice age that lasted a little over a year.
Oh, wow.
And they, at least from the records at that time, because they were taking scientific measurements and things, I think they concluded that there was some kind of pole shift or some kind of pole where it was not on the axis that we know of today. So they theorized, at least from this past recorded data, that since it happened before, it definitely is very possible that it happens again. And what that looks like in a 21st century, industrial kind of age, is going to be considerably different than a very late 18th century ice age, where there was still a low population. It was certainly incorporated and industrialized, but not to the level that we have now with transatlantic railways, freeways, air travel. A lot of these things are going to be,
Wow.
under to that.
Yeah, they're saying that this. They're starting to watch it. It can produce
Yeah.
glitches in astronomical data, which obviously you guys know our satellites are all running off this very similar data. That this seems to be It's already starting to disrupt it. So
Yeah. And I believe the North Pole, they already have recorded that it has shifted.
Wow.
In certain degrees. I believe it's off just a few, but they said, at least from my understanding, those few degrees, any more movement in a regard is going to cause significant change as far as weather's concerned.
Wow. And this is
geothermal
already
anomalies.
one of the hottest years within the last 100 years, I believe.
Yeah.
They're reporting that already, so maybe it's already happening, huh?
It'd be interesting because I guess it's they have some significant data to back up those theories.
Wow.
It's just time will tell now whether or not the models that they've envisioned actually come to pass and come to fruition.
I mean, it's a huge part of the planet. It feels like there's like just a hole.
Yeah.
Right in that section, man. That's crazy. I wonder how do you think it affects us at all, like physically? Do you think
Possible. It could be why my journalistic intuition
has been a little
didn't
off?
pick. Yeah, been a little
Yes.
off with the Pat Morita. That should be an obvious omission. But I might have to chalk it up to South Seas geothermal kind of magnetic anomalies.
Yeah.
That's the only conclusion.
That
I've
could be
worked
the
too
only
hard at
conclusion.
this, to be a substantial journalist in today's modern era. So, yeah, that's the only conclusion I can come up with.
Okay. Yeah. So and that might have then it led you to making some choices
Yeah, we
to
might have
get
to
you into the
apologize to our
position.
correspondent, the
Yeah.
one that we let go, unfortunately. Hopefully there's no bad blood, no loss there.
Hey, Mike. I heard Tucker Carlson's hiring.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Carlson.
interesting. Yeah,
Fisticuffs, I say.
yeah.
Mike, it's always an honor to serve with you. It's been a great show. We're bringing the hard hitting news. I'm super eager to know the next time you're on the show. Where are we? Are you going to be with us? Or I know we're looking for new correspondents. Are you going to need a stand-in? Are you going to be able to get out of there, Mike?
I'm fairly confident that I'll be able to extradite myself from this North Korean prison. Like I said, I think this guy weighs maybe $130 at tops.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
might not
if I
want to
have
say that out.
to,
Might not want to say that out loud, Mike.
I'm pretty confident that I'll be
Okay.
able to find a resolution for this problem that I found myself in.
Gotcha.
Again, my apologies go to Kim Yo. No disrespect when I said Yo Kim.
Yeah.
Just being a little flirtatious.
Yeah, you thought it
But
was a good opening line, a good
yeah.
way to set the trust in the room, and apparently
Yeah, I'll sit her
it's not
down. I'll talk
appropriate.
to her. I'll see what she can do. I know.
Oh,
she's
you're still
probably-
going to talk to her. You're still going to attempt to talk to her.
Oh yeah, since especially when she walks by the barbed wire gate again.
Okay.
Just holler at your boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see if you guys can work this out. Hopefully, it wasn't too much. Maybe they're just trying to teach you a lesson. But Mike,
she might
I
be
gotta.
playing a little hard to get.
Yeah, I gotta admit, Mike, I am not worried about you anymore. I feel like you sound confident. You're gonna go ahead and get out of there. Is there anything we can tell the people for next week? Are you working on anything beyond this, or are you still going to be in North Korea next week, or can we expect you being somewhere else?
Hopefully, if I play my cards right, I might be able to stay in North Korea over the weekend with Kim Yo. But I'm hopefully once I get out of here, once things get ironed out, I'm going to be returning back to the States
Gotcha.
fairly soon. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Try to
Okay.
get to the bottom of this Kim Jong Il situation too while I'm here.
Well, maybe next week we'll see you in studio. Hopefully, you haven't been in studio since the show started. You've been out there in the streets, as the kids like to say.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to you being back here, guys. PlatformCollection.com. That's where you find us. That's where you find everything we do. Chris is the internet is here for you guys. We're like a warm hug. A nice wet blanket that you wrap around yourself and get all snuggly, nice and wet, deep. That's us. That's us. That's us. We're here for you. Once again, support the people we support. That's good enough for us. We're out here risking our lives for you. Once again, Mike, let us get one more look at that. I want to remember. I want to remember where you're at. Okay. Well, good luck with that, Mike. Once again, don't use the credit card. There is no more money on that credit card. But we're going to go ahead and try to drop you. We're going to go ahead and try to drop you some money. Hopefully, we'll get you out of there.
Yeah,
and
my Cash App, that'd be great. Especially if I can still get some more bars off this satellite. It looks like they're going to be launching it into orbit anytime soon. So hopefully my internet doesn't cut out.
About the Cash App, we tried to send it, and it is apparently illegal there in North Korea. So no Cash App. We're going to send it carrier pigeon. Okay. So we're working on that. It should be there soon. Look up in the air.
Worst case scenario, I'll talk to my sugar mama, Yo Kim. And
okay, Mike, you might want to, Mike, I'm concerned. You might want to ease back on that a little bit. Got you in there, it got you.
Yeah, we go back though. So
Okay.
Well, I don't think she can resist a pretty big.
Yeah, get back up on the horse. I like it. Guys, we'll see you Sunday, 7 p.m. You can always catch this on Twitch as well if you're a Twitch person, Periscope, Facebook. But you can mostly go over to just PlatformCollection.com, catch past episodes, catch up with the news of the day, and see how we've been evolving. Once again, for Mike Mackey, who's in North Korea on assignment, and now in trouble. My name is Chris, and that's the internet, and we see it. We'll see you guys next time.